Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about loops in JavaScript. Let's get started. Let's start with for loop. A for loop repeats a statement until a specified condition evaluates to false. Here we have our for loop. The initial expression tells us where to start, the condition tells us when to stop, and increment is an update expression. And here is a statement. And a quick example of for loop. Here we have an array of numbers from 1 to 5 and for loop. This is our initial variable, which is equal to 0, which tells us to start at 0. And this tells us, this is a condition, and it tells us to stop at 4 because we have array length equals to 5. We have 5 elements. So if I must be less than 5, it has to be stopping at 4 because we increment by 1. So we are looping through this array by each element. And we print out each element of this array. Next, let's talk about do-while loop. That simply means to repeat some statement while the condition is true. And a simple example. We have variable I equals 0 and we increment it by 5 for each loop, and we print out the result while I is less than 25. You might think that 25 result is wrong, but while we are checking this condition, I is still 20. Then we increment it by 5 and we print out the result. A while loop runs as long as this condition is true. The example is the same as for do-while loop. We have variable I equals 0. We run it as long as I is less than 25. We increment by 5 and we print out the result. Next we have for of loop, which iterates over iterable objects like array, map, set, and arguments object. And here we have this statement looking like this. We have variable of object and the statement. In this example, we are looping over this array of numbers and we print out each variable. So yeah, that means that this is our variable of this array. A variable is our each element. We can do with this each element whatever we want to. And this is our last loop, for in, which iterates over all enumerable properties of an object. And it looks the same like for of loops. We have variable in object and the statement, but we are iterating over an object. And in this example we have an object with key value pairs and we are looping over each property. This variable refers to properties and we can also refer to each value like this, getting this object and the variable I. And we print out each key and value. And that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.